So from your understanding, do you know any member of this ASUU Progressives?
Do I?
Do you know any member
And
other than Professor Duko?
Yeah, I know a few of them. One Dr. Nwabeze at the Newi campus. Again, he never registered in our group. He contested in the July 4th election for the post of vice chairperson and lost and never registered in the union.
They accuse your group of dragging the university to court without consulting members. They also say that that action is capable of denting the image of the university. And they say that the ultimate aim of all of this is about the vice chancellorship position, which will become vacant in June 2014.
Well, let's take the issues one by one. That we dragged the university to court. The idea of dragging, you see, when if you say that we took the university to court, I think that will be more like
that's what they say.
Okay, that's what they say.
Dragged them.
That we dragged them, so they went unwillingly to a court of justice to address an issue of justice
without consulting members.
The members were consulted, very massively consulted. As at the time we went to the court, our university was in exams. During exams of the university, you don't call Congress, and so we had to do a expansive consultation of the expanded exco of the branch, and consulted also with the zonal coordinator and the national president of ASUU, and got the permission of the national president of ASUU to go to court to address an issue of fundamental justice.
Which is
the Senate of the university. That the Senate that runs the Nnamdi Azikiwe University now is not properly constituted. That a whole lot of people, including administrative staff, are now senators. Non-academic staff are now senators in Nnamdi Azikiwe University. The act establishing the university makes very clear indications on who are members of Senate. And in case we were in doubt, when the visitor to the university sent the visitation panel to the university in 2010, the report and the white paper published in 2012, the white paper took a very strong swipe on our university, indicting the Senate, the Vice Chancellor, and all concerned about flooding the Senate of the university, in the words of the visitor, with all manners and shades of persons. Why did we take the action we took? Because the Senate is the highest policy-making body on academic matters in a university. And so it is like the water getting polluted from the head of the spring. That's where to begin. And about getting the clearance of vote of our members. Yes, we did. We consulted, and immediately after the exams, which is what our constitution also provides for, we called a Congress for a ratification of that. And there was a massive turnout of over 200 members. That is usually the peak. You get between 150, 200, 220. And there was an overwhelming mandate. The Congress went ahead to give further mandate. Take further actions to ensure that our university is placed on the right course.
Oftentimes, you know, when we talk about going to court, people say that the courts are usually a last resort when everything else has been tried and nothing seems to be working.
Yes.
You know, I know that most universities now have some form of autonomy and they usually take care of their internal affairs, but they're still under a certain ministry. Did you have cause to complain to, say, the minister at that point in time to take a look at what was happening within Nnamdi Azikiwe University?
No, and you see, when you talk of ministry, you are actually also going outside the confines of the autonomy we're talking about. In the Autonomy Act, it is the council of the university that we should appeal to.
Did you
Interestingly,
do that?
when this white paper that we are talking about drew attention to the irregularities in the composition of our Senate was published, the Vice Chancellor called a meeting of the professors of the university to discuss a number of issues about the university. One of the questions that were raised in that meeting was, Vice Chancellor, we are informed that a white paper about the visitation panel to our university has been released. Can we, with the meeting of professors, you can't get a higher body except the Senate. And can we take a look at that? And he said, well, I am the Vice Chancellor. I will finish reading before it gets to you people. We understood that to be a joke because, of course, by then, a number of us already had copies of that. These are public documents, so there was nothing private about it. In a number of senates, the professors raised the issue. Mr. Vice Chancellor, one of the issues raised by the white paper is that this Senate is not properly constituted. Can we look at it? The Vice Chancellor said no. The Council of the University made several efforts to discuss the white paper and its implementation. The Vice Chancellor blocked all that. Indeed, when the last council was to go, the last meeting they held before they were dissolved, the chairman of that council, Senator Sobana, regretted that at the end of his tenure, he was unable to implement the white paper, the views of the visitor on things that were not going on well in the university. And his question was, how do I explain to the people who sent me here that the primary job I was sent to do, I could not do it? They came up with this excuse. Well, write to the ministry and tell them that there was this court case that was going on about the white paper, and for that reason, we could not implement the white paper. But he asked them, but you are implementing some of the sections of the white paper that seem to be of interest to you. So how do I explain all those ones out? I do not know how they sorted that out. But why am I saying this? For you to understand that we did not just jump up as a first port of call to go to the court. No. The council that we should have appealed to has also strained itself to implement or discuss the white paper, and to no avail. Did we take other steps? Yes. The National Executive Council of ASUU directed all the branches of ASUU nationwide to discuss the white papers as they applied to their universities. We called the Congress of our union in our branch to discuss the white paper. On 3 occasions, agents of the management scuttled our attempts to do that. On 1 occasion, they went and mass photocopied the 1999-2003 white paper and came and we are distributing it in Congress without the clearance of the executive.
Okay.
And we wanted to know why. They said, no, if you want to discuss 2010, you need to go and discuss 1999 first. And we said, look, we have a directive from NEC. On another occasion, these same agents came and wanted to establish, to begin a fight, violence in our Congress. We said, no, we talk, we don't fight.